Hello everyone, my name is Jacinta from Posture Tonic. Today I'm going to take you through a Pilates and strength full body workout using dumbbells today. Make sure you have a few options so that you can swap the weight depending on the exercise. So I'm using from 2 kilograms up to 5 kilograms just for reference, but listen into your body and choose what's appropriate for you. We're going to start with our warm-up. We'll get into our Pilates core, then take it to standing for our strength lower body section, taking it back to our core, and then some stretches to finish. So when you're ready, we'll start with our warm-up. We'll come into our little yogi squat here. So come wide with those toes and sitting down as low as you can through those hips. Hands to prayer and really push your knees open with your elbows. And we're gonna shine your chest forward, sinking deep as you take an inhale. And then exhale, hands to your feet as you pike the hips up, folding over straight legs. And then coming straight back down into that yogi squat, really pulling those knees open, and breath out, piking those hips. We'll do a few more here, warming up through the inner thighs, the hamstrings, getting all of those muscles prepared. Let's do 3 more. See if you can straighten those legs a little bit more on each one. Nice, 2 more to go. And last one. But sit down into your yogi squat here and hold. We're going to walk our hands out to find a plank. Pausing when you find those hands underneath the shoulders and zip up through the core. Squeeze the glutes and really strengthen through the legs. Slowly then walk your hands in towards your feet, deep bend into your knees, sitting back into that yogi squat. And again, walking your hands out, pausing in that strong plank here. Tucking the tailbone under, pushing the floor away. And then walk those hands back in. We've got 1 more here. Really open up, take a little sway from side to side, and then walking out, finding your plank, this time holding for 15 seconds. Squeezing the entire body, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth for our Pilates principles. Good, you've got 10 more seconds to go. Really pushing those shoulder blades apart. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk those hands in, lower your knees. Hands come underneath your shoulders, just taking a quick little cat-cow here, rounding your spine first. And then inhale, breath, drop your chest, eyes looking forward. And again, rounding your spine, puffing up that chest. And winding that chest down. Eyes look forward, tailbone tilts up. 1 more here. And dropping that chest down last time. Tuck those toes under, pike your hips up towards the sky here, pedaling the feet out. And we've got 10 seconds here, trying to drop that heel down, feeling that length through the back of your legs. We're nearly ready for our Pilates core to kick off this class. We'll be on our back for our curls. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down onto your back here now. Your legs are going to come up into a tabletop position. Hands interlaced behind your head. So breath out, shins parallel to the sky, simply curling the upper body up, finding that core at the top, lowering slowly down through the head, neck and shoulders. Breath out, curl, inhale down. Just gently awakening up your core here. Good. Trying to feel your lowest abs here flatten. So your ribs slide towards your hips. Eyes on your knees or thighs as we curl up. You've got another 5. Two more. Last one, hold your curl. Separate your knees and feet so they're hip distance apart, taking a toe tap, 1 foot down, exhale, foot back to tabletop, other side, inhale, tap, exhale, back to tabletop, then lower your head and shoulders. Breath out, hold your curl, toe tap to tabletop, toe tap, tabletop, and lower. Really take your time and feel that tension through your core as we build that strength, holding nice and tightly. Let's go one more. Lowering the head, lower the feet, and take a little windscreen wiper with those knees to reset. A few more core exercises here, so we'll float those legs back to tabletop, this time double leg curl. So we're gonna squeeze those knees and ankles back together, curl your body up, and then let's toe tap both down, and then exhale back to tabletop. Lowering down and lifting. A few options here. You just lower as far as you can before you start losing control through your back. So that might mean you're not tapping all the way down, and then you can always come back to a single toe tap and stay up in your curl if you need to, make it slightly easier. We're just here for another 10 more seconds. Staying curled up heavy through those hands, or you can reach your arms long for the final 7. Keep going, last 5, 4, 3, 2, back to tabletop, pulse your chest here, last 8, pulse it out, 7, 6, really reaching for the end of your mat, go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then lower all the way down. Coming into a bridge here, so your feet are flat onto the floor. Roll the pelvis towards you, start squeezing into your glutes. We're gonna hold it at the top here, float right leg to tabletop. Hold it there. We'll do our toe taps now, just on that right side, keeping high with those glutes. High, but still tucked under, ribs are heavy. Just toe taps. If this is feeling okay here, we're gonna take your arms up towards the sky. Send the arms behind as you toe tap, straight back up. Good, lowering down, lifting everything. If you need to modify, use your arms for support, and you can always roll down to reset if you need to. Doing so well, let's stay here for another 10 more seconds. Then we roll down before we do the other side. So keep that form here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, give me one more. Rolling down, both feet down flat, left leg to tabletop, rolling up into your glute bridge. Start with that toe tap and exhale back to tabletop. Tapping down with just the toes, back to tabletop, getting your alignment with your hips nice and level. Once you have that, you can add on with your arms, sending the arms back as you tap, and then straight up to the sky. Squeezing through, right glute here. Almost through on this side. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tabletop, smoothly roll all the way down. Hug that left knee in towards your chest. Hover right leg long on your mat, and then lift your upper body up into your curl, single leg, switch, and switch. All right, let's finish off this core. We're gonna take it to standing for our strength work. We'll need those dumbbells. We'll start with the heavier dumbbells, okay? Keep going with that single leg stretch here. 20 more seconds. Modifying with your head down should you need it. Otherwise, let's stay curled up and switch. Ten more seconds. You got it. Final 5, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And then lengthen your arms and legs all the way out, coming to a roll up. Arms to the sky, breath out, roll, reaching towards your feet for a little stretch. Folding forward, taking a deep breath in. Exhaling, melting down a little more. All right, we'll take it to standing now. Grab those heavier dumbbells. And we've got a squat. Out, out, in to shoulder press. So dumbbells are over your shoulders. We'll start with your feet a little bit wider than your hips, slightly turned out with your toes. We'll come down into a squat. We go out, out, in, and then shoulder press, okay? Coming down into your squat, step it out, out, in. Big drive up to stand. So keep going here. Staying low as you take those steps out, out, and then back underneath you with those feet. Good, you should start to feel that heart rate rise pretty quickly here. Getting really strong with each one. And I want you to really take that powerful press up, breathing out, pushing the floor away, and then crash down low. Okay, almost there. Going for 3, then just your squat to shoulder press in 2, in 1, come down. Blast all the way up, press. Straight down and up. Good, give me 5 more. Give me 1 more. All the way up. Well done. Roll those shoulders. Okay, from here we're gonna come into a little B stance. We'll step the left foot slightly back. So in line with your right heel, balancing on just those toes. Whew, catch your breath. I'm gonna come into an RDL first. Pushing those hips back as we slide those dumbbells down. Drive up, stay there as we drop our body, our hips down over our back heel, and then all the way up to stand. So 2 different shapes, sending your hips back. Find that stretch. Drive it back up, and then straight down, dumbbells either side of your heels. So your back foot here is pretty light. You're using it for your balance, making sure that front heel is really heavy. Trying to tap the wall behind you with your hips. keeping your spine straight, then drive it all the way up. Good work. Let's go for another 5 here. 5 of each. That's 1. Push those hips back. Drag it down, up, lower, and push. 3. 4. Last one. Feel that stretch. Draw it up and press all the way up. Shake off those legs. Second side, right foot, line it up with your left heel. You're on your tippy toe. Are we ready? Second side, pushing those hips back. Dumbbells really close to that shin. Feel that stretch, wind it up, and then pull up. And that little squat here, chest is upright. Your chest tips forward in that RDL, and then we keep it upright here for that squat variation. All right, making sure those knees, when you squat here, are pointing over the center of your feet. Down to our last 5. Good, so you're feeling those hamstrings as you take that RDL, those quads, as you take that sissy squat. Just 3 more to go. Okay, a final one. Push all the way up. Well done so far. We're gonna swap dumbbells so they are lighter. Just 1, in fact. We're coming into our Pilates donkey kick. So 4-point kneeling. You're gonna use that dumbbell behind the back of your right knee. So you can use 3 or a 2-kilogram dumbbell, you can choose. And then we're gonna come down onto our elbows here. Core is in tight. We want to flex our foot to keep that dumbbell in place. Donkey kick with a flat foot up to the sky. Lowering the leg, the knee back down. Breath out, drive it up. This is where we squeeze at that top range and then slowly, slowly lowering the knee down. Breath out, lift. Inhale down. Good, so again, just a reminder, our core is locked in, ribs are tucked up to hug our spine. That gives us the stability. We're finding that good squeeze in that top range, and you're just gonna be quite active through the upper body by protracting the shoulders a little bit, by pushing down into your forearms. Whew, it's getting spicy through that glute. In fact, you might even feel that left stabilizing side first. It's doing most of the work here to keep hips still. Good, 5 more. Final 3. 2 to go. Last one. Bring it in. Staying on your left forearm, lift up onto the right hand. For our fire hydrant, out to the side it goes, and then sweep it underneath you. Keeping the dumbbell there if you can. Let's see how much we can turn that knee up to the sky. Find that pause for a split second at the top, and then control the dumbbell down. Good, final 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. Before we go to the second side, let's get into a different position. Give those booties a bit of a break. We'll bring the dumbbell in at your chest. Start with your knees bent up to the sky, feet flat. Sitting tall up on those sit bones. Then you're going to gently roll back, scooping through the abs, and as slow as you can, peel your spine down so you're laying with your head flat onto the floor. Now we're going to come back up, so breathe out, chin to chest. Scoop and roll, then sit nice and tall. Curving through the spine, printing down, and then rounding, curving, sitting tall. Good. On your next lift, so when you make it to the top, dumbbell goes above your head as we grow up tall out of your hips, and then sink it down. Good. For those that want to advance for the last couple, you can have your legs straight. So you want to be heavy through those feet, pushing them down into your mat. Trying to articulate through that spine, joint by joint. 3 more. Last one. Good, and Russian twist. Bend those knees again if they were straight. Come back into your C curve. We're twisting from right to left here. Keeping that dumbbell in at your chest. Rotating, twist, and twist. Feeling the side waist here. Our obliques. Got about 20 seconds. If you need to reset, you just roll back up, then meet me back in your C curve. Ten seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Center, roll it up. Time to do the other side. Let's place that dumbbell behind the left knee now. And we know what to do. We've got our donkey kick up first. Drop down onto your elbows for me. Pop that chest up. And foot is flexed to lock that dumbbell in place. Core is tight. Let's go for it. Donkey kick, stamping the roof, lowering down slowly. So I want you to resist the urge to drop that knee down, creating that resistance through your hamstring and glutes. Good, we're finding that squeeze in the top. Making each one count. Building that burn nice and slow. Good, and just checking that that right thigh bone is vertical. We're not leaning over too much to the side. We've got 5 more reps. Final one, all the way up, taking it down, lifting up onto that left hand, straight out to the side for our fire hydrant here. So the knees just going out to the side and back under you. Okay, trying to get that height. Ooh, find that squeeze at the top. Good, really push for it here. It's getting strong. We got 5 more to do. Let's go. Up, lower. Final 3. One more. Good job. We finished on that side, nice and even. Coming into our arms now. So you could choose maybe like a 3 or a 4 kilogram. We're gonna come into some standing work, some different arm variations. So choosing the weight that you need and then meet me standing up. Okay, coming into our little plie or sumo squat position here, turn those toes out. We'll slide our hips straight down, keeping our chest shining forward. And we're gonna tap those dumbbells up overhead. Tap those dumbbells down at your hips. Around the world, up, and tap down. So we're gonna work those shoulders and those adductors here by staying low into that squat. I'll show you from side on. We're straight up with your head stacked over your hips, knees, toes pointing out. It's time to wake up those shoulders. And then we're going to do some single work here to superset. So 2 bilateral movements, and then we're going to intensify it. So keep it up. Let's go for 10 more seconds. Tap. Can we sink down nice and low? We're nearly out of that setup. Final 5 here. Last one. Push all the way up. Standing with just your feet underneath you for an Arnold press here. We'll take those dumbbells in at your shoulder line. Turn your palms away from you. Shoulder press up. Turn it in. Open and lift. Good. Once you've got that here, let's add a little balance on if you can. So option, we drive one knee, tabletop, and then lower it back down. So each time the arms go overhead, just balancing on one leg. So we're going to challenge our balance using that core and getting nice and strong through the arms. Good. One more on each side for that knee drive. Okay, just a single arm here now. Push it up and then straight out to the side. Straight up, same arm each time, out to the side. You can lower that weight if it gets too strong. We don't want to feel it in our neck. Keeping it in the shoulders. Punch it up, out to the side. Good, stay with me, 10 more seconds. Last 5. And 2. Last one, out to the side. We're gonna do the other one. Let's go, up, out. Take it up, out to the side. Making sure you're standing tall with your core locked in to help you. Breathing out as we press up and out. Nearly there. 10 more seconds, up. Punch it out. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, one more in each direction. Good work. All right, take a big shoulder roll. Reset. We've got some standing balance work working into the outer thigh now to finish off before we take it back down to our core. So I want you to stay standing. Option to have 2 dumbbells in your hand or just grab one heavier dumbbell. We're gonna stand on one leg, fold at your right knee. So your weight's over on that standing leg. We'll take it out to the side like we did in our 4-point kneel. So join me when you're ready, using that dumbbell to create a bit of resistance through the side booty. I'm gonna really sculpt in through your side, glutes and thigh. You can have a soft bend through that standing leg. All right, I want you to really make your effort here to take that knee right up and out. Slow it down on the return. So a little bit of a tempo change. We go slower on the way in, quicker on the way up. Whoop. Good, 10 more seconds on this side. Are we feeling that left booty? Nice and strong here to finish. Last 5, 4, 3, come on, take it up, 2, final one on this side, and down. That was effective. We're gonna take that little tap out straight to the second side. Find your balance, toes tracking forward, and then off we go. Out to the side. It's when we fatigue, we find all those small little wobbles. Working the small muscles. Let's go, guys. We're excited for core. We'll leave those glutes alone. It's coming up in 10. Come on, last 3. Quicker on the way up, slow on the down. 2, and 1. That was a slow countdown. Tap it out. Dumbbells to the top of your mat. We don't need it for this exercise. Grab a drink to reset. We'll move down onto the floor for our core. Alrighty, first up, we have our crisscross. Hands coming behind your head. We'll take those legs to tabletop. Breath out. Curl the upper body up, twist towards one side, extending the opposite leg. Stay curled up as we switch straight to the second side. And twist. And twist. Keeping the elbows wide, just wrapping through your torso. All right, challenge yourself, staying curled up. If you feel like it's getting too strong, lower yourself down and then curl up. Good, let's go. 15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling up, finding a plank, making sure we've got one dumbbell in reach. We'll place it to the side of your mat, okay? Bringing those hands down underneath your shoulders. Step one foot back, step the other foot back. And just make sure your feet are a little bit wider to give you some base. We are gonna take one hand and then grab your dumbbell to the other side of your mat. Off we go. We go to one side and then the other. Paying attention to what's happening through your core, keeping as still as you can as you transfer your weight from one side of your mat to the other. Good, you can also modify onto your knees so it does get a little strong, depending on where you are today. You might want to come onto your knees. Doing so well. Keep wrapping in through your core, taking those deep nasal breaths in, pursed lip breath out. It'll help you. Keep it up, last 15 seconds. Go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose, knees are wide, toes together. Really stretch the back here, breathing in through the back and out through the mouth. 2 more resetting breaths here, in, out, draw it out. Last big breath in. Really refuel and exhale out. All right, we must do some side planks. You've got 2 more exercises to go. So side plank with a lighter dumbbell, 1 or 2 would be appropriate, or no weights at all is good too. We're gonna come into a little modified side plank on your left elbow, extending the right leg. Dumbbell's gonna be in that top hand, so meet me here when you're ready. You want your foot in line with your head, driving those hips forward, so we're creating that straight line. Then with that dumbbell arm, let's reach it up towards the sky. And wrapping it through, allowing for that top hip to drop forward. And then we lift the side waist up towards the sky and through. And up. Inhale to wrap it under. Exhale up. Good. Active through that left forearm. Couple more to go. Two more. Last one, keeping the arm up to the sky once you get there, pulsing the hips up and up. Feeling that side waist. Work strong. Last 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Calming down, and of course, we'll go to the other side. All right, setting yourself up onto that right elbow, and then this time your left leg is straight. Dumbbell in your left hand, top hand. Exhale, lift your hips, reach your arm up. In, through the nose as we wrap through. Exhale up. Last exercise after this, and then we stretch. Use that as your motivation. This is a tough one. We're gonna get through it together. Three more. 2. Hip pulses coming up. Last one. Arm to the sky. Pulse it up and up. Wouldn't be a Pilates workout without our pulses. Let's move here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down. Okay, final one. We're gonna take our dumbbells to the top of the mat. And then we're gonna come into our plank. We'll step or jump our feet in, grab the dumbbells, sinking low into that little squat like we started the class. Bring the dumbbells over your shoulders and then blast all the way up. Getting low, back into your plank. Option here to add in mountain climbers for a bit more higher intensity. So meet me in your plank when you're ready. Hands underneath your shoulders. In 3, 2, 1. Step or jump your feet in. Let's go. Dumbbells to shoulders, shoulder press, come down. Optional mountain climbers, 6 of them. Step or jump it in. Keep going. All right, nearly there with this workout. Three more. Two more. Lucky last one. Let's go. Add your mountain climbers in if you haven't yet. Finish here. Mountain climbers for 10, 9, 8. Run those knees in quick and quick. Even faster if you can. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, may oh may. We made it. Let's take a stretch. Clearing those dumbbells out to the side. We're gonna fold forward over straight legs first. Okay, well done. Let's stretch together. Deep breath in. Folding forward as you exhale. Holding here, really surrendering into the stretch. Push your kneecaps down into the floor. And continue to breathe deeply as we try and get our heart rate back down. Reach up on your next inhale. Diving forward a little deeper. Coming into our straddle stretch. Legs are going to open to that V. Arms out to the side, over to one leg, holding it over. Feeling the stretch through the side of your body. Come on up. Other side. Beautiful. We need a pigeon stretch after that glute work. Left leg is forward. Take your right leg behind. Set yourself up into that pigeon stretch, starting with those hands onto the floor first, feeling that stretch through that right hip. Square the hips to the top of your mat. Shine your chest forward. Okay, we're going to turn it into a quad stretch. Are we brave? We're going to bring that leg in and fold at that knee. That is intense, maybe, at least for me. You should feel it through that quad, okay? Pushing those hips down to increase the stretch. If you can't reach your foot and you do want to give it a go, you can always grab a towel and hold onto your towel and pull it in until you get that range, that mobility, and that is so fine. Extend that leg long, folding down onto your elbows in that pigeon pose. Feeling more the stretch through that outside left glute now. Last breath in. And on your exhale, pressing it back up. We'll step back through to our pike. Lifting those hips here, pedaling the feet just for 5. 4, getting your heels down. 3, spread your fingers wide. 2, and 1. Big step forward, right foot for pigeon pose. Coming in with those fingertips on the floor, shining your chest forward first. Really trying to anchor your left hip forward. Okay, let's see how tight we are on the other side. Nice and bravely, we're gonna bend that knee, grab your foot, finding that quad stretch, that intense stretch. Breathing into that space of your left quad. Hold it here for another deep breath in. Releasing the legs slowly on your exhale, coming down onto elbows as you fold into that deeper pigeon stretch for that right glute now. Beautiful. Piking those hips one last time. Both heels down onto the floor. Chest is coming towards your thighs, into that nice triangle shape. And then finally, walking your hands towards your feet, melting over your thighs. Slowly, we have 10 seconds to roll up. Do not rush. We want to slowly restack our spine to stand really tall at the top. Coming through to that middle back, the upper spine, and eventually your chin lifting off your chest. 3 shoulder rolls up, drop them down. Good, last one. Well done, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this full body Pilates and strength workout. I would love if you could leave a comment down below on what your favorite area to train was today. Was it the core, the arms, the legs, or your finisher with the burpees? Maybe. My name is Jacinta from Posture Tonic. Thank you so much for your support. Please make sure to like the workout, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you back here for more Pilates really soon. Have an amazing day, everyone.